moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD BLACK NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD BLACK NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance. The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD BLACK NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back to the WD BLACK Esports Club Pro League for Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft in association with ACT Fibernet and AFK Gaming. I'm your host Foxtrot, and joining me is Baba Gusta. Baba, how are you feeling this amazing evening?
I'm doing absolutely great there, Foxy. With the match that we do get to see from Division 2, yesterday match was really amazing and also quite unexpected. Mercenaries going up against Dauntless Esports on map Clubhouse. They went 7-1, quite surprisingly. But we'll see, because we do have the third match. We do get to see Mercenaries against them. But for now, it is Team Allegiance versus Samurai Esports, and they're going to be going on map Villa. So, talking about the standings, especially on Team Allegiance, they are currently in seventh place, only winning one match and losing a total of 4 losses. With that, they are on the verge of being demoted to Division 3, followed up with the Samurai Esports. They are definitely winning a lot of matches, except it was one match where Mercenaries did, however, defeat Samurai Esports on map Clubhouse. 7-1 was the scoreline to them. With Samurai Esports, so winning against Allegiant will give them a better chance to go to the third place, hopefully to beat Mercenaries. But we'll see what's going to happen as we proceed to the match. Ban phase is in. We do see a Thatcher and a Nomad being banned on the attack, especially on map like Villa. I mean, the Thatcher is quite a standard ban, knowing for the fact that he is that operator which can be able to disable any utilities on the side of defense, and also the Nomad, because of her age jab, she can be able to make sure that the flanks from the defenders won't coming, either if they try to go for a run out or try to push in from the main stairs. So followed up with the defender ban, we do see a Mira and a Valkyrie being banned on the side of Samurai Esports, which mean the Maestro is still in play, and the Melusi, the Banshee's deterrent, will also be in play. With that, Samurai Esports will be the one to defend first, and I believe the first site is either going to be on first floor dining. Actually, not on first floor dining. It's going to be on second floor aviator room and games room. Talking about the strategies on ESM, we did see them going up against Team Red Vipers, winning 7-5, which was almost going to the favor of Red Vipers, and then they made those wonderful comeback, especially Shulker and Avim, the two players who made sure that they'll be able to make those plays, and they eventually did, making it into a 7-5. Although it was 3-3 in the first half, they did manage to recover it back to a 7-5. 6 coming in from Buckshot as he changes from the Blackbeard to the Jackal. And without further ado, we will jump right into it. First floor, as first round, second floor ABG is going to be the side.
Alright, first floor AVG is going to be the side indeed, and we've got an interesting setup already from the looks of it. And ESM never has failed to surprise us. They've brought out a really good and a really standard, I would say, defensive setup from their side. We've got the Pulse on Aveen. He's been running the Pulse quite a bit, surprisingly so. I really haven't seen him play a whole lot of Pulse, but I would definitely love to see how he explores that role a little bit more. I think he's a little more inclined towards playing operators like Valkyrie and stuff. He's really good with them, because I've seen him pop off with stuff like that. But Pulse, I think, is going to need a whole lot more patience and in the play that he's trying to put out. That being said, we'll be seeing No Opportunity. That is interesting name. Ace. He's brought up the Ace, and once again, the emphasis of Ace that we get to see Now the hard breach is completely forever changed. Buckshot already down to the Jackal. Jackal is allowed to play and he's found somebody. And like I said, that's going to be the Pulse who's going to get taken down. That's the easiest kill, in fact, that I believe Buckshot has had in this league so far. Unaware of where the Jackal was pushing from, Avim is going to take the fall. It's a free real estate right now for Buckshot. Just started stuff being done, taking the not control of the map. We don't see a huge emphasis from the side of the defense into holding down the bottom as well, except for the Pulse, obviously, who got taken down a little too early. But here's Shulker, actually. They'll be going for a flank on towards the side of the Jackal. I don't think anybody knows this. And they do actually. All right, they had a drone maybe? I'm not sure. That'll be the kill for Arrow to pick up. Great stuff already coming in from the side of Allegiances. Just like Baba said, they do sit on the brink of getting relegated. But just like we happen to say, the keyword here is on the brink of it. They're still not out. This is the finale, and this is where they happen to perform, and which they are. Very good man count advantage, at least for now, for Allegiance, knowing for the fact that they're the ones who happen to be on attack. We'll see the push coming in from Milakron at the moment. Now that's the Zofia. He's got so much utility that can be expended, but no, there's Lockdown who says no to that. Starting off with the kill, the first one from the side of ESM. Mike, he's on the smoke. He's very patient about what he's trying to do. That's exactly what you expect from a smoke main as well. Paktoon Kid on the Kahi, the UG in hand. He's got two attackers right up his alley, but here's the double kill from Lockdown. What a peek onto the 90 hallway and an easy dispatch of Big Base. And that'll be the sledge taken off the board as well. Oh my, definitely facing the heat, but it's Mike who's making sure that the push is being stalled. Here's Buckshot is gonna have a little bit of a face down with Omai, but right now Paktoon Kid is gonna get a frag. Omai pushes up. That's the triple kill for Lockdown. Does he get the fourth? Milakron, he's all the way on the other side. He gets one for himself. That's Mike taken off. Milakron is gonna have to find the Omai as well. He's gonna meet him up just a bit. No, he's actually fallen back on the side. There's no steady hold anymore from the side of the defense, and suddenly ESM has turned this into an advantage that I did not see coming. Allegiance looking very shaky right now, despite the man advantage early. It's just not enough for them to make this into a useful and a fruitful conversion, that is. Angle being watched, and that'll be the quad kill, in fact, from Lockdown coming in. No surprises there. Great stuff from ESM towards the second half of the round. The way it happened to go down. Perfect defense. It's textbook strat of how a defensive round is supposed to go. Just being patient, being very patient, in fact, from how you want to take those crossfires, establish them, and pick up the attackers one by one. Really good stuff. But it just has to say that ESM, although they look shaky in the beginning, they knew exactly how they're able to get back that advantage. And hey, that's just experience speaking itself. That being said, we'll be going to round 2, and hopefully this time Allegiance can keep up the man count. They seem to be getting that early, but they just don't seem to be able to keep that consistent throughout the round.
Well, I do have to agree on that, Foxy. Allegiance, in the late rounds, when they started to push in towards the side, they did not expect to see a Lockdown, who was apparently holding the angle near from the main stairs, with the deployable shield being placed, and also a lot of ADSs to make sure that the deployable shield won't be able to destroy it. But we do see Allegiance, instead of pushing in towards the reading room, they decide to push in through the statuary room, in which they did, however, eliminated both a Vim, in which the Jackal was there, who apparently vaulted in through the windows, eliminated a Vim, who in fact was trying to use his cardiac sensor. He actually did have a lot of intel on where exactly these teams' positions were coming from, but he did not expect a Jackal who would immediately eliminate him. As we proceed to round 2, second pro trophy is going to be the site. We do see Buckshot yet again with the Jackal play. We do have no opportunity, who's apparently playing as the ace. Those Salma Chargers will be able to provide some angles, especially on the second floor statuary room. The only problem is to make sure that they have control on second floor, the master bedroom, or I would say the court, actually from the courtroom. With that, Buckshot will be there to open up the windows of the toilets, as we see Paktoon Kid with the Vulcan shield near the statuary entrance. Quite interesting. You do see the shields being placed at the doors, but not nearby slant at the door, which would give an angle for the opponent. But we'll see what's going to happen, as we do see Shulker staying in the dining room. He doesn't have any information on where it is, but he has his teammates to cover his back, and that would be a Vim, who's playing as the Pulse. He's giving great amount of information. He will be able to detect Ash, who's apparently in the laundry room, but for now he's just going to fall back. With that, there is still one more who is still from below. Actually, there isn't. With that, the push comes in, and here's come Platoon Kid with the great angle. Will be able to tag good amount of damage to the ace as the flashbang comes in, gets denied from the ADS. Second will also come in. Third to give the confirmation, saying that the deployable shield will be able to be destroyed, so that the Ash will be there to follow up with the breaching charge. Milakron in the master bedroom now is actually at the bathroom, trying to contest the deployable shield near the astronomy room, in which it will be very difficult for them, knowing for the fact that 3 flashbangs has already been thrown from the sanctuary room. Now, with one of the impacts being used, he has to switch to the concussive nade to eliminate it. Buckshot goes down with a misinformed information, as Shulker will be there to eliminate Buckshot. And already the first frag comes in to Samurai Esports, as Allegiance has lost one man. The entire push that is apparently coming in would be on second floor master bedroom, but we do see the sledge and the sledge apparently pushing in from first floor dining to make sure that the C4 play won't happen on the side of defense. A lot of magnet systems being caught up from the Aces smoke grenades, followed up with the Aces Salma breaching charge, as the gunshots do come in. Locked on eliminating one, but the instant refract comes in as Mike is there to eliminate one. Arrow eliminating one more. That's a lot of damage being done from both the teams, as Mike is here with yet another kill, eliminating one more player, which leads to the Ash pushing in towards the astronomy stairs. Needs to find 3 more players. With that barbed wire, he'll be able to compromise his location. The C4 goes down, and with that, Mike will be able to claim a kill. Samurai Esports, so winning round 2 on second floor trophy. As we take a look at it in ACT Fibernet's instant replay, great hold coming in from Samurai Esports, and also Allegiance. Not quite sure when we did see the Ash as well as Buckshot, I believe, who was trying to gain control on this first floor dining room. They were 2 of those players, the Shulker and Avim. Avim was the one who was giving good amount of information to relay to his teammates, saying that if they would apparently, if they do push in through the laundry room, he'll be able to give that information, followed up with a beautiful pre-fire. But unfortunately, they did not. They decided to just go on a full-on push from the second floor from the second floor master bedroom, and it did not work. 2 defense rounds in favor of Samurai Esports, as we do see the 6-pick coming in. Lockdown changing from the alibi, and as we do see the attackers changing from the IQ, that would be Buckshot. Avim, he's been performing well for the past 2 rounds. First round had a little bit of problems because he got early taken. He was picked off quite early from Buckshot, the Jackal. But in round 2, he's been performing well, and also he's been giving good amount of great supports to his teammates, especially his roamers, and eventually it worked out quite well for their favor. As we do see round 3 is going to be in play. First floor dining is going to be the site.
That's right, round 3 is going to be in play indeed. And we've got Lockdown bringing out the alibi. That's going to be useful, I'm sure. You know, just the way alibi setups go as far as we are concerned on a map like Villa. We've seen this quite a bit, and it's not just viable for this one side. We've seen the alibi being used for multiple more maps. But hey, right now it's going to be the emphasis in terms of what they're trying to bring. ESM, they definitely don't look shaky, you know, but they don't want to give away their advantage to Allegiance as well, because Allegiance just not able to find that little small space that they can work with, at least against ESM. And Buckshot has actually brought the AUG on the IQ. I've not seen this in quite a while. Very honestly, this is a little bizarre to look at, obviously, but then again, it does come down to the personal preference of the man or the gun, and I don't blame him. AUG was my favorite before the LMG got the angle grip. But yeah, that out of the way, we've got Buckshot making his way in, but already the kill comes in from Big Base. Going to be a Weem taken down once again early into the round. I'm not sure where that came in for. That was a nade. That was a beautiful nade, in fact. Weem is not very happy about it. That must have been unfortunate. Through the little linings of the floorboards above it, you got Shulker picking up a fight. He's being tormented, actually. There's multiple angles he's got to watch out for. But right now he's got the ADS and the shield to protect him with. Might as well be falling back. No, he's choosing to pick these fights. There's so many attackers and he does not get even one of them. I'm so glad that the attackers took their time, sweet time to make quick work of him, but that almost looked like a blunder. Lockdown is taking so many shots. I'm not sure from where was that a wall bang coming in, and ESM once again look very shaky. It's a 3 versus 5, and we've seen them pull something like this off in the first round as well. But right now it's going to be Allegiance who's definitely in the lead. With the damage that they've managed to bring out on lockdown, Pakhtun Kid, I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve with that C4. I think he was just trying to get the drone and he had to drop the C4 at that moment. He's going to go wide about this and get that frag. And an easy one. If the C4 does not work, the MP7 will. And then the C4 is back in the pocket. No, he cannot retrieve that apparently. That's actually sad. Can he not retrieve it? I'm going to have to ask Pakhtun Kid after the match is done. If he's chosen not to retrieve it or he's just not able to. Anyways, Buckshot making his push from the side of Laundry. He's just going to make sure that everything is accounted for. But here's the sledge. He's going to walk away with the free kill. No, Shulker takes... Lockdown takes so much damage. It's all down to Lockdown, in fact. There we go. It's done and dusted. Allegiance walks away with round 3 on a very quick series of kills and of whatnot's happening. Could not keep a track of everything that was going down, because honestly, that's what went down. ESM being very scattered towards the entirety of the round there, and Allegiance just making sure they get every single one of those kills. They made sure that they get those right on time. Almost flawless run coming in from Team Allegiance, but it's still a long way from coming in with the equalizer and then taking the advantage as well. But that is something I'm rooting for Allegiance as well. Let's see what happens as we go into this match.
Well, round 4 will be in play with a great attack coordination coming in from Allegiance. Round 3 goes to them, making it a 1v2 situation as we proceed to the round that we are actually going to see. We do see Mike with the smoke yet again. He's performing well when it comes to using those smoke gas canisters. Unfortunately, Shulker had a lot of problems dealing on the astronomy room because he had to face the music. He had to hold on to 3 more angles, which would be him. If he's in the astronomy room, he had to hold on to all 3 of the angles, one from the statuary, second from the trophy room, and the third from the master bathroom, in which he had no idea on which of the opponents would come first. He did not had any opportunities to eliminate at least one of them, giving them the control of the second floor. We do see Avim thinking of going for a spawn peek here with the .44 mag semi-auto. Will he be able to get it? Will he be able to get that headshot? If it does, it's going to be in the highlight reel for sure. But sad to say that no one's actually spawned on the ruins. The entire team of Allegiance is spawned in the fountain and the main entrance, which would give some sad noises for Avim. It's all right, Avim. In the next round, if you do go for a spawn peek yet again, you might be able to find an opportunity. With that, we do see Shulker in the living room. He's still afraid that there might be a player who's apparently thinking of vaulting in towards the window. As he's going to get spotted from the drone, he needs to be careful or make a decision whether he needs to fall back or decides to take the fight. IQ, still knowing that there is Shulker playing also very close on the living room, it would be wise to not go for a vault, or else Shulker will be there to punish him. But with that, you do see the alibi using her Prisma holograms. Quite entirely where it is. Maybe it was on the astronomy window, as we see the IQ switching the positions yet again to the windows on where Shulker is apparently playing him to give a lot of problems or confusions, in which Buckshot is still not all aware. There you go. The vault comes in right from the mudroom. Tries to go for the kill, but he's going to lose to that gunfight. Shulker with an impressive patience. He's going to eliminate Buckshot as he's going to rotate back on first floor dining. Pakhtun Kid knows that there is one player who's apparently pushing in. That will be Big Base. Tries to throw a frag grenade, but for now, he's just going to fall back. He uses the sledgehammer to open up the barricade and will rotate back. Pakhtun Kid, he just wants to make sure that he'll be able to eliminate Sledge, and he's going to go very aggressive, and he's going to eliminate him. Pakhtun Kid. My oh my, I did not expect to see that coming, as we do see Arrow eliminating Shulker, the Jaeger, who was apparently in the living room, won't be in play just now, as he actually got taken out from the astronomy stairs. Milakron in the red stairs, and Arrow making sure that they have the perfect control on first floor dining to make sure that they won't be able to make those aggressive pushes ever again, as we lead to the 45 seconds left for Team Allegiance. The push, apparently there is Zofia in the landing room. She just needs to be careful on the 90s hallway, in which one of the players is holding down the angle, and that would be locked on. But looks like Ash will be able to find yet another one. That is two roamers gone on the side of Samurai Esports. Shulker and Paktoon Kid is down for the count. 25 seconds left for Team Allegiance. Ash and Zofia, actually Ash was in the landing zone. Wait, Sophia was in landing zone. Apparently, she decides to just change her rotation. Avim in the study room. He's just making a perfect angle. The push comes in from the ace, but he doesn't see Avim's perfect location as he eliminates an opportunity. The push comes in. The pre-fire tries to eliminate the Ash, but Arrow is here for the triple kill, but that smoke gas canisters won't allow him to. Samurai Esports winning a round 4 on second floor AVG. As we take a look at it, an ACT Fibernet instant replay. Not quite sure what Allegiance is doing. Most of the time, they actually go for the push, and then when they do know that there is one particular player who's playing in that exact angle, they decide to just fall back and think of pushing it in another way. We actually did get to see when Buckshot was doing that, knowing that Shulker was in the first floor dining room, decides to just rotate back to a window where Shulker was nearby to the dining room window, and then he came back. He decided to vault back in and just loses the gunfight to Shulker. Same thing happened to Sledge. He tried to shoot, and then he decides to go for a gunfight against Paktoon Kid, knowing that he wouldn't win that gunfight. He decides to fall back, but Paktoon Kid wanted to punish him so bad, he decides to just go full aggro with the MX4 Storm, and he just eliminated him just like that. Round 5 will be in play. We're going to be seeing Samurai Esports defending on second floor Statuary Room, and we'll see how well it's going to go down for them.
Well, it's definitely going to be a very interesting match because Allegiance, just like you said, Baba, are looking a little out of structure. They are a little confused as to what common objective they are trying to achieve towards the mid round, towards the end round. Because from the looks of it, they're trying to achieve A, and they just suddenly happen to go all the way to Z when the end execute happens to come into play. That out of the way, I wouldn't really blame them a whole lot. ESM is throwing everything that they've got at them as well. You know, Shulker is really doing the work by putting down at least 1 or 2 frags right in the beginning, right off the bat. We also saw Avim bring out the aggression, so I can understand on a map like Villa, when you see that kind of aggression, at least early aggression and then passiveness from ESM, does scare your standard attacking team. Villa does happen to be a defender favored map. So you've got to play this a little slow but a little smart as well, and that is something that I think Allegiance is just not able to find that little bridge in between, as they're getting a little too slow in the little strive to get a little too smart as well. So let's see, maybe round 5 and 6 could be any different. We might see them bring out the equalizer and take us to a 3-3 into halftime. I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet my money on it, but I'm very confident that that is still a possibility. Milakron has spotted one of the Maestro camps that has come out from Avim this time. He won't be playing a very aggressive role. He's just going to chill out on site and provide intel to his teammates who are actually above. And the shield does get spotted from Milakron. He's got to go for these utility dump and whatnot, but there's 2 ADSs and God knows how many were my charges that are being eaten up right now. This is going to be huge if they happen to clear out the utility here, but it's going to be Buckshot who falls first from Allegiance, and that's Paktoon Kid doing what Shulker did the last time around. You know, trying to push off the attackers on their back foot, making sure that, alright, you guys have got to worry about just a little bit from the aggression we happen to bring on board. Speaking of which, a nice C4 being prepped from Mike. He's waiting for the right movement, the call to come in, the C4 goes out, does not claim anybody, does not do a whole lot of damage either. The push from Big Base, he's actually throwing out his nades, but there's so much utility at this point. And look at the Shulker once again. What was that peek? The headshot comes in. He knew exactly what's going to come into his crosshairs. And that was the Sledge. Big Base is going to say goodnight. Quick double kills, and Allegiance has once again found themselves in a really difficult spot. And honestly, they haven't even got any map control done. This is exactly what has been lacking. And here's the flank. Everybody focused on one doorway. Mike, what? Where's the communication? Allegiance. How is this? How is Mike able to pull this triple kill off? What did I just witness?
What just happened?
Where's the communication? 3 people on him not even sprinting. The man just walked for the flank. All right, the first kill. All right, that's granted. Everybody was focused on one single doorway. Like this kill on the ace, as we take a look at this in the ACT Fibernet instant replay, this was fine. All right. What happened to the rest? What was the ass doing? And what was the ass doing after it? You know, this was a little too much for me to look at. Honestly, I'm sorry for freaking out, but that was bizarre. Very bizarre.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know what to talk about that. Even though Allegiance did try their best to take out the bandit charges from the statuary room, they even dodged out the C4 in which Mike threw on, so they decided to use a the frag grenade to eliminate him. But unfortunately, there wasn't anyone who was holding on the statuary and statuary door, in which Mike got hold of the opportunity to use his SMG-11, not only to eliminate the ace, but also eliminate Ash in the process. And I do have to, I'm kind of worried about Allegiance, because where was that communication gap? What happened to the communication? If Ace could have just said that there is a guy who's apparently pushing in from the master bedroom, they were mainly focused on the astronomy room. I don't know what just happened, but let's hope that they won't make those mistakes that they're going to be doing as we proceed to round 6. First floor dining is going to be the site, and hopefully with Allegiance, we did see them winning on in the third round. They were winning on first floor dining. Hopefully they can be able to do it again. This time in round 4, we did see, actually from round 3, we did see Shulker all by himself in the astronomy room with a good use of deployable shields and an ADSs. He had a good amount of utility so that he can hold all by himself, but with the push that came in from him, he couldn't handle the entire opponents. We do see Arrow in the basement stairs window. For a moment there, I thought he was actually going for a push. And looks like Buckshot is... I just realized Buckshot just picked the Ying. So maybe we might be able to see some attack rush coming in from the attack, as Paktoon Kid will be able to see the drone and eliminate it. He's going to be playing also very close on Memorial. Actually decides to go for an aggressive pick. He's going to eliminate Big Base. The sledge won't be in play as he is prone right from below. Milakran, he knows where it is, but Shulker on the other hand eliminates Arrow, uses the impact nades to deal quite a lot of damage to Paktoon Kid, with the vault coming in, eliminating the alibi. Milakran taking care of the situation as he will get the refrag, but at what cost? The bandit is here to eliminate one more. An opportunity goes down. Buckshot on the other end gets the refrag. A C4 from Lockdown is going to claim the life of Milakran, and just like that, the entire team of Allegiance starts to fall down. Samurai Esports winning round 6 on first floor dining as we take a look at an ACT Fibernet instant replay. Man, that is... a big, I would say a big yikes on the side of Team Allegiance. They did not expect to see that that sheer aggressive coming in from Paktoon Kid, and looks like it's history repeats itself. Allegiance only winning one attack on round 3. We're going to be seeing a role swap where Allegiance will be defending. As we proceed to round 7, first floor dining is going to be the site. And I just can't wait to see how Buckshot plays R6S becoming in as Avim switches from the Thermite to the Zofia, which gives Ibana the only hard breacher to open up the walls of Laundry.
All right, so the second half of the match is underway. We're here on round 7. Excuse me. We're here on round 7, and I would say ESM, just the way the last round happened to go down, I would say they're riding on a high horse right now. Based off after that flank round that just happened to go by. They went all guns in, and they just got fragged. There was no strategy. There was literally nothing. It was Lockdown getting a little too enthusiastic about his alibi plays, and hey, he started off that little kill frenzy that everybody in his team wanted to go for as well. And honestly, I don't blame them. Just off the confidence that ESM happens to have gotten from the past round. Why not take the advantage already? That's been something we did see them do, but a little slower at least in the rest of the rounds. Now finally Allegiance will be on the side of the defense. Maybe something could go in their way. I mean, good that is, because so far only one round on board that we've see them put up. Wouldn't really count them out yet. It's still ESM is one round away from match point, and anything could happen. Maybe they were just having a bad half. We've seen some amazing comebacks happen on Villa. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but let's see if that is one of this is one of those days or not. Schalke is he's actually gotten map control quite quickly, and this is something I feel Allegiance did not focus on at all. It was Allegiance pushes were not a little too emphasized on the roam clear, and then the utility clearance. Even they were in the beginning, but they were a little too invested in something elsewhere altogether. Half of the team was clearing out the roamers, and half of the team was just dying to Schalke. So maybe in Schalke land lockdown, that is. So maybe this time around we'll be getting to see them hold down side very well. And there you go. Already big base is going to start off the frag frenzy from the side of the defense. Looking good, looking strong, at least from the start of this buckshot. He's on the flank. But there's Schalke who's going to be watching that red stairs as well. So he's got to be careful. Now that's going to be Mike, the Hibana, actually, on the red stairs. But there is somebody. That's the point. The flank being watched, at least. Somebody's watching flanks, and Awim gets a frag meanwhile. And a lot of damage done before he goes down, though. It's going to be Arrow who does the damage. Mike meanwhile walks off with another frag, as the push from the side of the attackers is already in. They want to move downstairs. That is obviously the side, but it's going to be pantry hold from the side of Milakron. Big base is falling down on the other side near the memorial room. While we have no opportunities, it's going to be on camps. He's got the smoke grenades, and all of these gas canisters will come in handy when he wants them to. Just some standard soft breach being done from the side of ESM. They've got the top floor. They've got 40 seconds as well. A whole lot of time. Knowing how quickly we've seen bodies drop, at least in this match, they definitely can do so much more with the time they have. 30 seconds, and the clock is ticking down. The movement is getting all the while more heated up. You see the gas canisters come out. Milakron is already watching the laundry doorway, but the drone works are in as well. And there you go. The information conversion comes in from ESM. The first kill comes in, but here's a refrag from Milakron to answer back. Big base is going to be the one holding the memorial room, but the push-up from the Hibana from the breach is already in. Is it or is it not? Mike, a little too confused, is just going to have to hop onto this little elevation. He gets a frag. Does he walk away with another one? No, that'll be Schalke and Mike all over Allegiance, as ESM wins round 7 as well. And they'll be taking match point, people, right here, right now in Villa. Quite the dominating performance from the side of ESM. I wouldn't really say it's just Allegiance making mistakes. ESM is able to convert on it. I'm going to say ESM has just, turned up a switch, I guess. I don't know. They've just hit a switch, and they're going on and on about this. And as I take a look at it, sadly, we've had a disconnection from the side of ESM. Oh, this could be the moment where they might have to start. No, never mind. As I talk about it, everybody's back in the lobby, and we've got a 5-man. Maybe Pakhtun Kid is not going to get off. No, he's going to get somebody. He's going to get Iana. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, honestly. That's a nice pick. You've got the nades as well, but you want the jackal. I can understand why you want to make sure that you're trying to isolate the side of the defense on Allegiance. Leaving no stone unturned from ESM, because they want to finish this as soon as they can. 7-1, and Pakhtun Kid needs to get a WD Black SSD.
Well, I do have to appreciate Schalke though, because when he came back to the match, he only had 3 seconds to pick the operator. So he just suddenly clicks on to the Ash and get it. As we take a look at it in the scoreboard, lockdown with a total of 10 kills. Followed up with Mike being on the top of the scoreboard, 9 kills in his name. Although we didn't see any post-plan situations coming in from Allegiance, and I do have to agree on Foxy, because most of the pushes that we do get to see from Allegiance was like a full committed side push rather than going to eliminate the roamers of eSamurai Esports. They did not try to even eliminate them, although we did see them rotating back from one place to the other, but we didn't see them eliminating them. Instead, they were just changing positions to find a better amount of angle to eliminate them at the best opportunity, but they could not. Match point for eSamurai Esports. Round 8 will commence. We do see a Melusi being played. We did see a Big Bass on round 7, where he did get a total of 3 kills at that specific moment, but did not made the round conversion. With that, we do see Mike pushing in towards the fountain. Yep, that is from the fountain. He actually did come from the fountain spawn, but now the attackers of ESM will try to make sure that there won't be any roamer's presence, which would be in the closet room and the astronomy so that they can be able to use their hard breach, sorry, the soft breach to open up lines of sight. Actually, I just realized the site is on second floor AVG. I do have to apologize for that. As we do see Shulker pushing in towards the sanctuary room, he wants to make sure that they don't waste any more time. But here comes Buckshot with a beautiful push and an execute as he eliminates Paktoon Kid. The Jackal will no longer be in play, and neither does his Inox scanner. Big base in the 90s hallway. They're making a good coordinated angles, especially with the Legion, aka Milakron, with the T5 SMG reflex sight in hand. He's just waiting for the attackers to push in. Quite interestingly, we do see a deployable shield being placed right from the 90s hallway, but not near the main stairs. And even with the ADSs and magnet nades being placed, it doesn't kind of serves a purpose unless and until if you place a deployable shield through it. So with that, yeah, Vim is already in the 90s hallway, eliminates the default cam and starts to push in. He even sees the deployable shield being placed right from the 90 hallway, in which Big Base needs to be careful around as he hears the sledge's breaching hammer opening up the barricade of the main entrance as Shulker uses the Ashes charge to blow up some utilities from the defenders. Well, Lockdown will apparently get inside the reading room with, yep, he's just going to drone in for his teammates, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Avem, with the peak, he's just trying to eliminate the teams of Allegiance as best as he can. Quite a lot of times being wasted, and quite interestingly, we won't be able to see any bodies being dropped from either of these teams. So maybe Samurai Esports is prepping up for the execute in which they'll be able to take down the entire team of Allegiance. Shulker in the landing, and we do see him pushing towards the Legion, trying to get the shot. Will be able to get it. Headshot, eliminating Milakron as he picks out the Legion goo mine. Smoke canisters will be able to throw out, which would lead Shulker to wait for a total of 10 seconds. Flashbangs is being thrown out to make sure that there won't be any peaks coming in as Shulker is blinded by his own flashbangs and he starts to push in, thinking of going for the plant. Yes, he will, but where is that angle? There is the angle, but here comes the C4. Will it detonate? No, it does not. Yes, it actually does, eliminating Shulker, but the damage is already done, which leads to Avim planting the diffuser with Big Base, only 10 HP. He's not going to win it at all. Mike with the Bearing 9 SMG is going to end the gunfight, which leads Samurai Esports winning on round 8, second floor ABG, as they will claim victory against Team Allegiance. 7-1 is the scoreline. Quite a dominating performance that we get to see in the first match.
That is so true. Quite the dominating performance coming in from this team. ESM, they definitely brought all the guns that they had, and yeah, it was fun to watch. It was a fun match. I enjoyed casting with you, especially keeping in mind the play styles both these teams happen to share. So yeah, that was that. Baba, any closing thoughts on how the match happened to go down?
Well, coming to the Allegiance's attack phase, like it can be improved because you did see them using a lot of utilities to disperse all of the ADSs. You did see Zofia using the concussive nades to bait out the Vamai's magnet nades, followed up with the with the impact needs to make sure that they'll be able to eliminate any utilities from the defenders, which in fact they actually did. The only problem that I was worried about is the communication gap. Most of the time, especially from the round that we did get to see, I believe that was on round 5, second floor sanctuary room, in which Mike did get a total of 2 kills with the SMG 11. Even with the ace going down, it would have been better to give him the information relaying that the push will come in through the bathroom, in which they did not. Ash and the Zofia both mainly focused on getting control on the astronomy room, did not do actually wonders for them, and they were cornered in each and every positions, leading them to die. Second, most of the time you do see Allegiance mainly focused on getting control of the site, opening up walls, and maybe just taking out the utilities, just as I was talking about in the previous time. But it would be much more better if they tried to eliminate the roamers first and then focus on towards focus on how to execute on the site properly, because the hard breacher, all he has to do is open up the walls, and then afterwards you do have to focus on the two main roamers, especially on the side of ESM. We did see, as we did get to see it on Relive the Moment, the first round, for the past, the only round in which Allegiance did win was on round 3. First floor, we did see them eliminating the two roamers, Avim and Shulker, but at the execution of the side, it did not work out well in their favor. Followed up with the second round going back to favor of ESM with a beautiful place coming in from ESM. Great holds, great refrags, and also Arrow, he did his best. He did get a total of 2 kills, eliminating both Lockdown and a Vim, eliminating those roamers, but he did not. But the other teams had a lot of problems pushing in towards the site, in which he did not get it. Round 3, the site was at first floor dining, and his opportunity was there, making his plays, using his Salma breaches to open up the laundry's wall. He was there to eliminate 2 of the players of eSamurai Esports. They did get control of the site, although we didn't get to see a post-plan situation coming in from them. But that was the only round where Allegiance win in round 3, and followed up with this. We did see Big Base decide to just fall back instead of not contesting with the alibi, and this alibi just decided to just punish him more by started to just. He just went full on aggressive, finds the head of the sledge, and he just eliminates him. Even with a less amount of HP, he did not mind about it, because it was one important operator, that was the sledge and buckshot, being both of them eliminated. And this was round 4, when the site was on second floor AVG, which they did not expect. Avim holding on towards the reading room gets the perfect headshot, eliminating the ace, and the smoke gas canisters was there to delay the push from the attackers. We did see some great picks coming in from Arrow, and this was the round where Arrow did get his triple kill, but eSamurai Esports were one step ahead. Then we did, and it was, for the rest of the round, it was ESM all the way. We did see the Ace Selma breach just being used, and this was the exact round where Mike eliminates the ace, and they started to push in. Not having any information, he just switches out with the shotgun, and he just eliminated the entire team of ESM. For ESM, they didn't had any problems dealing with Allegiance's attack coordinations, nor on the side of defending too. And we did get to see on second half. For a moment there, I thought Allegiance may have a chance to, win it out. We did see Big Base was apparently playing as the Malusi MP5 in hand. He did get a total of 3 to 4 kills. He did had a chance to make it into a win conversion, because at that moment they were in a 1v2 situation, clutchable 1v2 situation, and it did not work out well for them. And with no opportunity being compromised even on the floorboards in which the attackers was being made, that was locked on using with these sledgehammers to make a line of floors. And ESM, knowing that there is the site is entirely clear, they just decided to push in, finding out the other 2 players of eSamurai Esports. And this was the last round where we did see eSamurai Esports not having any problems, with Shulker decided to just immediately push in. He was the one, actually we did see the early kill coming in from Allegiance as he eliminated Paktoon Kid, but it wasn't more than enough. Shulker going for that push, eliminating him, decides to just wait for the smoke gas canisters to dissipate, and just goes for the default plant. Even with the C4 did connect, however, did not Allegiance could not handle the manpower in which eSamurai Esports was there on the execution time. And with that, Allegiance is on the brink of being demoted to Division 3, whereas on the side of eSamurai Esports, I believe they're on the 3rd place, which Mercenaries will be going down to 4th place, in which we did see Mercenaries did lose on the previous matchup, which was against Dauntless Esports. An unexpected match an unexpected match, because talking about that match, I even go speechless, to be honest, at that time. But hopefully, with the matches that we have, Mercenaries going up against a team, I believe that would be an interesting match. But for now, a quick match that we do get to witness: eSamurai Esports is 7-1 on Map Villa. A good performance from them. And Allegiance, there is a lot of room to improve from them. Hopefully, by revisiting the wards, they can be able to figure out what kind of weaknesses that they're doing, and maybe they can be able to strengthen up their defense.
That is so true. That is so true. And that being said, we've got Team Allegiance playing again in the next match coming up. It's going to be Allegiance versus Valiants. That's right. Valiants have had a little bit of a few rough matches, I would say, rough paths that they've hit, but they've been amazing in the tournament. And this is the finale day, so Allegiance is going to be all the while more being put into the spot here. First match, 1-7, not the best outcome, but I'm expecting more from them in the second match. Baba, any predictions on how the second match is going to look like?
Looking at Allegiance's performance on Villa, I do have to apologize. I do have to go for TR8 Valiants this time because TR8 Valiants have been extraordinary when it comes to defeating the underdogs, especially the teams like Mercenaries, defeating Mercenaries, Monka as out by surprise. We even did see them winning on the South Asia qualifiers too, but not on the open qualifiers. That was where Mercenaries did win against Union Gaming, but what I was saying is TR8 Valiants have come a long way, and going up against Allegiance is not going to have a big of a problem for them, since Allegiance only winning one match and losing a total of 5 matches in total. It's I do have to keep some hope for Allegiance. Maybe if they do decide to pick some random maps, they can be able to do it. But I do have to go for TR8 Valiants for this one, Foxy.
Well, I wouldn't really blame you. And interestingly so, the map is going to be Coastline. So, that being said, it'll be it from me and Baba Gusta people. We'll be joining you guys in just a bit with the match on your screens on Coastline, that is. Team Allegiance once again fighting off Tier-100 Valiants. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Running around.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black the Esports Club Pro League for Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft and in association with ACT Fibernet and AFK Gaming. We are here with the second match of Allegiance versus TR8 Valiants on map Coastline. We did see the previous matchup where Allegiance did lose to E Samurai Esports 7-1. Now, hopefully, with them being in the last in the scoreboard, this will be their yet another match to make sure that they won't be demoted. And they're going up against TR and Valiants. The match that we are about to start off as we proceed to the ban phase. So, Foxy, what do you think is going to happen in these first matches?
Well, I'm sure we are in for a treat because it's coastline, and most definitely, I think just like ESM took the liberty, uh, despite them not having offered by the map, TRNet is going to go more than just that. They're going to go all the way with the peaks, with the runouts, with whatnot. The aggression that I'm talking about is going to come up from TRNet to Valiants quite a bit, but mind you, that's just not because of okay. For a second, because the Maestro did not load, I thought there was a no ban. And then I was like, wait, what? Alright, there's a Maestro ban coming in. That's Capita, Thatcher, Valkyrie, and Maestro out of the board. Very important information ops taken off right off the bat. Very static stuff. We'll be taking a quick look at the rosters first and foremost. It got Buckshot, Arrow, Milacron, Opportunity, and Big Base from the last match. While we've got Kingslayer, Dova, Killens, Shady, and Hermie1. Alright, looks like we've got the boys that want to frag out quite a bit. All in the lobby today. Killen, Shady, Kingslayer, all three of them are going to be here, but surprisingly so, it's going to be Hermie1 that plays Jaeger. So, like I said, the emphasis in how the side of the defense will be playing this out will be a little more. We'll be getting to see a little more. I would say not so standard compy siege. You know, just how coastline happens to be. You're allowed to make those risky plays, high risk, high reward plays, and that's just what I expect from Valiants as well. And looks like we're spending a lot of time waiting and less time gaming. I'm suspecting if I've been disconnected. Um, no,
Well,
the lobby is just frozen. That's all. I'm not disconnected. So
yeah. I mean, that is quite unfortunate. I mean, we are having some technical difficulties, but hopefully we'll be able to load back into the game without having any problems. So we do see a six pick coming in from Shady as he switches from the Vigil to the Alibi. Talking about the matches of TR8 Valiants, they are currently in fifth place, winning three matches and lost a total of three matches. Indeed, with that. Uh, Currently being in fifth place, if they do however win it, maybe they might be able to go up against mercenaries who are claiming the spot on fourth place, or we might be able to do something of that. There you go, the loading screen has eventually come to an end, but we are still in. There you go, the prep phase is already in. Thank you very much. And with that, we will commence to the prep phase with defenders. Killen, who will be playing as the Mozzie. I believe he has the P10 Romy, one of the most preferred weapon of choice. And we do see Dova with the Melusi. Those Banshee deterrent will be able to slow down any attackers who decides to push in from from the cool vibe stage. Because most of the stuff we do see it. So we'll see what is going to happen with Buckshot saying that TK Dova we surrender. And it was just a joke banter on the way. So hopefully both of these teams will have fun playing it. So with that, action phase will be in play. We do see Killen, quite interestingly, we do see him using the Commando 9, going for a spawn peek right from the spawn of Ruin. Sees the head, he will be able to get the connect, killing with the early frag, eliminating no opponent. The Buck, the soft breacher, won't be available in round one. We do see Killen with one of his best, will be able to use it near the blue bar entrance, making sure that they won't be able to have any information. But looks like that was a drone, so he is forced to fall back. With Arrow apparently pushing in from the kitchen, trying to box Killen, who was in the Sunrise bar with the information being shuffled. He is now in Cool Vibes chairs with the Melusi. Shady in the reception, thinking of making a play here, hopefully to eliminate one of the specific players who decides to push in, as one of the pests will be able to. One of the pests will be able to catch one of the attackers drone, giving them the opportunity. Milakron, on the other hand, will be able to eliminate Dova. The Melusi won't be in play. The tag will, however, come in that the alibi was in the security room. Push comes in, but Killen is dealing quite a lot of damage to the opponents. Shady in the blue bar, he will be able to find one more with those good amount of angles being made here. He can be able to watch both the cool vibe stairs as well as the sunrise bar. C4 will use, but unfortunately won't be able to catch one, as Buckshot will be there to eliminate Shady. Important kills coming in from Allegiance as Dova and Shady goes down, with Milakron with around 5 HP, I believe, has to worried about taking gunshots. With Kingslayer, he has a deployable shield, and quite interestingly, there won't be any push coming in from the hookah balcony nor on the aquarium push, but we do see Buckshot using her Excairos pellets to make angles right from the roof, in which you can be able to look through the billiards room. Another Excairos pellets, I believe, to make yet another angle for a particular operator who decides to hold in near the billiards room, in which Hermi 1 is exactly playing. Actually, Hermi 1 is playing near the aquarium desk, actually, from the aquarium, the table is what I was trying to talk about. But as we proceed to the 45 seconds, Allegiance, they're just droning it out. They're just opening out any of the reinforced walls to make sure that they'll be able to get those angles, hopefully to take out or surprise Janet Valiants, but unfortunately, with a lot of time being wasted around, they are nowhere near the site. We do see the Hibana picking up the diffuser. Great use of breaching charge to open up lines of sight, in which the Jaeger was apparently holding it down an angle, but looks like the commander line will be able to claim the life off of Milakron. Double kill comes in from the Mozzie, in which the repel and the push from Aquarium and the cool vibe stair push will come in from the attackers. Hermi 1 will be able to dislodge one, eliminating Buckshot, but with those 3 seconds, unfortunately, Allegiance won't be able to do anything. And just like that, TRN Valiants will win their first round of defense, winning second floor hookah. As we take a look at an ACT Fibernet instant replay, we did see the early frag coming in from the Mozzie. Commando 9 in hand, eliminating one, was apparently pushing in from the ruin spawn. Especially that, that was no opportunity. He was thinking of eliminating the default camp, didn't see a bullet hole from Killen, in which he got the opportunity to eliminate him. As we proceed to round 2, first floor kitchen is going to be the site, and hopefully we might be able to see some plays coming in from a Legion.
Most definitely, but once again, Allegiance looking just the way they did when it came to the map of Villa. They were very shaky with the fundamental idea of how to make a push happen. We saw the side of Allegiance going for the utility dump with 30 seconds left. Using your utility to dislodge the defenders, that's something you do in the beginning of the round, or at least while you're trying to, contest for map control. They happen to do that with only 30 seconds left. That's not something you want to bring out. That's I get it, if it's a if situation, that, or if it's like a rare case scenario, we get it. But we did see them follow up in the same steps of what they've been doing so far in the last match as well. And this is Coastline after all. You happen to be on... Wait a second. Somebody's disconnected. I did not get to see that. Somebody's disconnected, sadly, from the side of Allegiance. We might be going into rehost. I don't think so. Not being requested by them, though. But my point still stands. You happen to be on attack. And this is the, if not the only attacker-favored map. You want to make sure that you happen to get these rounds on board. That aggression from Killen is going to be on the board once again. The same area that he is going to be choosing to spawn peek, but it's not going to be it's not going to be the bait. Like it's not going to work out this time. Put it in simpler words. Killen will be looking for blood, though. He's always bloodlusted from the plays that he's been making in the entire league and the one before this. Let's see what he's got in store for us. Going ahead, Dova, we've got the Melusi aggression as well. And like I said, Shady on the smoke with the aggressive plays. Alright, I'm not sure what the flash was supposed to do. That apparently is knowing that the smoke has maybe pushed up. He's on the desk, or he's on the table of service entrance. Look at this. Head first on the aggression. Always wanted to take these gunfights. That's what Valiants has put themselves up. And I don't blame them, honestly. Valiants has, if not one of the best gunners few of the best gunners rather. I speak about it. Buckshot is going to shut one of them down. Kingslayer is going to say goodnight. The Hibana takes that frag very gladly. So Doa is going to go for a run out, but not get spotted, at least not yet. Still got Killen. He's going to be a little patient until that drone spots him. Shady, meanwhile, finally gets that long due frag he wanted outside of service. That's going to be a Hibana. That's the refrag from the side of the defense as well. Milakron, the Zofia, is just holding on the rotation, but there's nobody on site, honestly, at least not immediately. They're trying to hold this in and around it. You've got Hermione on the Clash as well, so that kind of emphasis in terms of how you're fortifying the site is at this point, it's very secured from where Tia and Valiant stand. They know exactly what they need, and they're just making sure all of this goes well in favor, and this might be another kill for Shady if the Ash is not careful enough about this. The Ash shot goes out first, but Shady gets that kill anyway. That's the double kill. Does he get the triple? No, he has the buck right beside him, but he's confused that maybe he's on the top floor, looks above, and finds himself staring into death. The Buck does spot the Clash though, and now the Zofia, I think it's redundant at this point, getting this top floor control. It's not really helping a whole lot, not able to cut off the rotation either. Killen is going to do quick work of him, and Doa will do the honors for the Buck. And that'll be Valiants walking away with round 2. We'll have to cut some slack for Allegiance here. They did start this match off on a 4v5 already, but Valiants just, they were here, man. They played really well. Honestly, they see, just the way this match is going down, Valiants knows that the Maestro and Valkyrie ban is going to cripple them in the game style that they're trying to bring on this map. So they've just straight up brought a Clash. That's giving them so much information and also fortifying the site for them at the same time. It's just serving enough security rather for that round that the rest of the people are just able to go, balls out, balls crazy, whatever you want to say. They're just able to get everybody's heads out there, very bloodlusted, and they're just very, very free about how they want to play on Coastline. Honestly, that's what I'm getting to see from them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Well, with Tiana and Valiants winning 2 defense rounds in a row, Allegiance, they need to step up. If they don't, however, win at least 1 or 2 rounds on the attack phase, and especially when the second half would commence, they will be in a very difficult spot. We do see a 6-pick coming in from Tiana and Valiants as Dova switches in to the Mira. As we, with especially on the side being on first floor blue bar, you do see a Mira placements being used on either on second floor penthouse. We did see we did see some of the teams using the Mira's mirror to be placed on second floor penthouse, adding one of the defenders to hold through the hatches as well as the VIP from the Hall of Fame entrance to make sure that they won't be able to do those, won't be able to make those floors, which means they can be able to use their vertical line of sight to eliminate the players who are currently holding the site. That would be a Hermie one, but yeah, we'll see what's going to happen as we proceed to the action phase. Doa will be able to use one of her mirrors, and we see Shady thinking of going for a run out, will get caught as Shady will take a little bit of damage. Followed up with Dova with that wall bang coming in from the attackers, will be able to take a little bit of damage to her. With that, 2 of these players who are apparently in kitchen are in a bit of a trouble here, as they have to focus on holding both the service entrance as well as the kitchen window. It's going to be a matter of while when one of the attackers choose to push us in from the reception and make sure that they'll be taken care of. We do see Legion holding on towards the office, but looks like the first frag will come into favor of Dova as he eliminates Buckshot. The Hibana, unfortunately, with her heart-breaking capabilities, won't be in play in this specific round. We do see yet another Mira being placed in the action phase towards the Sunrise Far. Good angle to hold on to, especially if there is a specific attacker who decides to push in from the offices. Quite interestingly, I do hear a Mira's mirror being detonated. Actually, it's not detonated, it's been taken down. I don't know why I did say detonated, because most of the time it's kind of it has a similarities of a smoke gas canister, when you try to pop it out. But anyways, as I'm just going to focus to the game. We do see Milakron in the 90s hallway, making sure that they have good amount of clearance, no rumors presence being detected. But there is Killen playing also very close on Cool Vibes stage. It's going to be a matter of moment when the Zofia decides to push in. And with that, Zofia is taking a bit of a damage from the Legion Goo Mine, so she has to take it out. With the push coming in from the hookah entrance, I believe that would be some of the attackers who decided to open up and hopefully make use of the soft breaching capabilities. Especially you do have Buck with the skeleton key. The Dronox will come in, kill and seize the head of the Zofia, and she will take it, eliminating Milacron. But the instant refrag, actually not the refrag, Arrow was there pushing in towards the service from the kitchen, eliminating Shady, giving him the control of the kitchen. He needs to be careful of that push. Loses the gunfight in which Kingslayer wins it. Dova gets a double kill, eliminating Big Base. Kingslayer looking to go big, but he just goes down with the Buck, followed up with Killen, getting that instant refrag, and with that TR8 Valiants, a successful round on round 3, winning first floor blue bar. As we take a look at an ACT Fabinet's instant replay, 3 defending rounds going to the favor of TR8 Valiants on map Coastline. With that, TR8 Valiants, they have 3 more rounds to go to finish the first half. A strong, solid lead for TR8 Valiants, and not having a good day for Team Allegiance. Even though we did see them eliminating the Roamers, we did see Arrow eliminating the Jaeger, getting the control on the kitchen, but they're just quite lacking out. They do have the drone works. They did, however, drone the side, making sure that there won't be any players being present there, but it's not working out well for them. We do see A6 coming in from Big Base as he switches from the Iana to the Montaigne, so maybe we might be able to see some interesting plays in round 4. Second floor hookah is going to be the side yet again. Well, talking about that 6th pick coming in from Big Base as he switches in from the Iana to the Montaigne, maybe we might be able to see a smoke plant coming in from Team Allegiance. So you do have, Monty is popularly known for his extended shield, followed up with those smoke grenades to make sure that they'll be able to plant as best as possible. But they need to have some clearance, especially they have to eliminate Killen, they have to eliminate Hermie1 with this incredible aggression that we do get to see from TR8 Valiants, and they don't want to start and they don't want to stop. We do see a run out coming in from the Mozzie. He's just waiting for the teammates to push in. Hopefully the defenders actually from the attackers hoping to take out the default cam, but not enough information would give Killen to just hold on. Now looks like he's just going to go for that run out, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to find anyone. We do see Sledge pushing in towards the Sunrise bar, followed up with the Montaigne. He'll be able to he'll be able to give good amount of information, with one of those flag grenades being used to take out the Melushi's Banshee deterrent, and Montaigne having the diffuser in hand, going by all by himself, is not a good idea, especially when Dova eliminates him just like that. And with that, Monty is in a trouble. He's all by himself. He's only giving information. He has to wait for his teammates to at least go for that push. C4 will come and detonates it. Will be able to deal a little bit of damage to the Montaigne, but at what cost? Giving a lot of information. He's just going to be giving information. He won't be able to go for the frags just yet. Arrow, he's just slowly making his way towards the kitchen, and it looks like an opportunity. He'll be able to find 2 kills. Meanwhile, we do see Shady doing yet another place, eliminating Arrow and Big Base. The Montaigne won't be in play. But looks like no opportunities, having a lot of problems. He'll be able to down Shady and eliminate Kill, and this is a wonderful opportunity as he gets the quad kill. One more kill will be able to give Allegiance a morale boost, but he needs to find where Hermie1's exact location is. He is on Cool Vibe stairs. This is a wonderful opportunity, pun intended, as he needs to find the head of Hermie1. He is throwing it out, finding where exactly his location is, but with him pushing towards on blue, you opening up walls to make sure that there won't be any players, and some cover saying that there won't be any C4 players coming in. As an opportunity has a diffuser in hand, he needs to go on the balconies of Aquarium, hopefully go for that default plan. With that, Hermie1 will get to know what kind of plays the attackers is going through as the push comes in, but looks like Milacron will be there to eliminate Hermie1. Allegiance, with a total of problems being made for the past 3 rounds, they'll be able to make a wonderful play with the quad kill coming in from an opportunity as they will win round 4 on second for hookah. A wonderful play is coming in from the attackers, and hopefully we'll be able to see in round 5 as we take a look at ACT Fabinet's instant replay. We do see a rehost coming, being asked on the side of Buckshot, so maybe we might be able to go. So Allegiance, a wonderful, I wouldn't say a good start in the beginning, But but since they did, however, win round 4, maybe they'll be able to make some good plays. Round 5, second for hookah will be the site. As we do see a 6 pick coming in from Killen as he switches from the Mozzie to Melusi, and Milakron will be switching from the Fuse to the Ash. Well, it looks like, yeah,
Attackers
for
need
now,
to
we are
locate
going to
and
be
defuse
going
three
for
bombs
a rehost,
located.
I believe. So we do have to apologize for that as we switch on back to the caster's cam any moment now. Yeah, there we go. We are back, and yeah, we I mean rehost do tend to happen as one of the teams of Team Allegiance unfortunately did disconnect, but hopefully they will be back. So talking about the match in hand, the 3 defense rounds going in to favor of TRNet Valiants, especially Killen making those aggressive plays, did work out quite well, but not on round 4 when the site was on second floor hookah. In that specific round, we did get to see an opportunity make a total of 4 kills and gave the win that Allegiance needed. We did see the push coming in, especially from the Sledge and the Montaigne. Montaigne was there giving away a good amount of information, saying that there is total of 2 players currently being hunkered down from the Sunrise bar. Even with the Sledge being downed, we did see Arrow who was pushing in from the kitchen, trying to take things under control, but he couldn't do so. But no, an opportunity in the blue bar. He was hoping to find a perfect set of a weakness from Tianet Villains, and he eventually did. Finding 2 players who decided to fall back from Cool Vibes test did actually give him 2 kills, and also followed up with yet another 2 kills as he pushes in from the Sunrise bar. And with that final, he was about to get an ace, but unfortunately, Nomad was there to eliminate the Jaeger, giving them the win that they need. So 1-2-3 is going to be the score line. And talking about the ban phase, we do see a Thatcher being banned on the map Coastline. You don't get to see a lot of Thatcher being banned on, especially on a map like Coastline, unless and until if the attackers, I mean, if the defenders decides to, if the defenders decides to you know go on a side which is on second floor penthouse and theater, in which it's been rarely picked, because most of the time you do see first floor blue bar being picked, you do see a second floor hookah, and the second floor, actually the first floor kitchen, because that is the most dominant sites on map Coastline, in which both the attackers as well as the defenders have an opportunity to get it. Although talking about TR-Nate's line of defense, they don't have any problems dealing with Allegiance's form of attack. Although Allegiance, they were getting picked off in the early rounds. We did see Killen with in the first round that I was talking about, with the Commando 9 bullet hole peak right from the windows of Sunrise Bar. He just waited for the Buck to push in from the ruins, and he did exactly that, eliminating him. And then they just decided to just go full on aggressive. The Romans didn't had any problems of either a claymore being placed nor a nomad's air jabs, so they had any freedom to go for a run out, and yet they did not. They decided to play the waiting game. They decided to use the extended roam play from Tianet Villains, and it did work out well, but not on round 4. They did, however, decided to thinking that, hey, we did eliminate the 3 players of Allegiance, and also it is a 3-0, might as well start being aggressive, and that's where Allegiance started making a play. For now, with Allegiance having a morale boost, winning their first round of attack on round 4, maybe we may be able to see you know some equalizer coming in if they do win a total of 2 rounds on attack, especially on round 5 and round 6. So I'm actually rooting for Allegiance with that with an incredible 4K being displayed from an opportunity, but I do have some faith that Allegiance might be able to pull this off.
That is true. Allegiance might be making the comeback that we are talking about. But once again, like I think we happened to discuss about this before, Valiance is happening to over suffice on the fact that they're already able to win every single gunfight they're getting into. It's except for that one round that just went by. No opportunity. Some great stuff from him. That Buck making sure he gets that quad kill. Could have gotten the ace, but we have seen Allegiance be a little slow, in their pacing, and it's okay. They won the round, and that's what matters at this point, I think. That being said, we'll be up and running with the match in just a while, people, because sadly even my game has happened to crash. So That is just taken a wee bit extra time for us, as we'll be in the lobby very soon, very quickly. So let's see what we've got for ourselves going ahead into this match. That being said, Baba Gusta,
Mhm,
we did see Allegiance play on Villa, and now
mhm.
we're getting to see them play once again on Coastline. So,
Yep.
what essentially do you think is the difference in terms of their play style that we happen to come across?
I mean, if I do want to talk about difference, and I don't want to be mean here for Team Allegiance, it was quite similar as you do get to see on Map Villa, but at least the good part about it is that they are at least coordinated. They are hopefully communicating at the best manner possible. And talking about the previous match against ESM, they only won one round of attack. I believe that was on defense. No, actually, it was on attack. With the Allegiance winning only third round and first floor dining against Samurai Esports. Quite surprisingly, we didn't get to see much more wins coming in from Allegiance. Even on on the first half, it was only one round win from Allegiance, and in the second half, it was just ESM all over again. So followed up with the match against TRNet Valiants, kind of feels like it's the same repeat of what we're going to see, what we did get to see on map Villa. But hopefully, since the map being on coastline, and on a map like coastline, it is very frag dependent. You don't need a hard breacher nor a Thatcher, because Thatcher, yes, his UMPs, it's not that entirely useless. You will be able to deny any utilities, because most of the time there is a hold on second for hookah. You do see a deployable shield being placed with the smoke being played right from it. The ADSs will also be there to prevent any explosive utilities being used to take out those deployable shields. But we don't get to see that, and neither do we get to see Amira being played, except on the third round first floor blue bar, in which we did get to see Doa getting a total of triple kill once he was in the first floor kitchen with the with his help of Jaeger. Did We did see Dova apparently falling back to the blue bar, in which he places yet another mirror, in which he can be able to see through the blue bar. Although the attack coordination on round four, especially in opportunity, using his skeleton key right from I believe from the default of the billiards window. Not quite sure was his intentions were. He could have just thinking of maybe eliminate some of the utilities, or traps in which the defenders will be able to keep, but unfortunately they did not. He had the diffuser in hand. I believe the caller did appear at that time saying that, hey, you have the diffuser in hand, we have to go from the aquarium and plant because we don't have enough amount of time, in which he exactly did. Followed up with the two pushes coming in from the Nomad and the Buck, getting the final kill towards on Jaeger, and that was exactly it on fourth round. So in the entire three rounds, I have it wasn't that you know peculiar, because it was killing all the way for the past three rounds. The Mozzie with the Commander 9 in hand, although you do get to see P10 Roni with the extended barrel, the 1.5 magnification scope, and also the angle grip. I mean, you don't have to worry about the recoil controls at all. You just need to click left click on the head, like you're accepting terms and condition on a specific program. But yeah, other than that, Killen was very well on his roaming capabilities, and also to the entire team of TR and Valiants, especially when they're defending, do have to appreciate Shady picking up the smoke. You know I do give a lot of supports to the supports on Rainbow Six Siege, although they don't get recognized more often. But the supports are the reason why they always give fraggers a help on either giving utilities or delaying their push. I mean, the smoke gas canisters, the reason why they use it is to make sure that the roamers would get into position as best as possible, so that they'll be able to eliminate those teams, in which the coordination is what TRNet Valence is very good at. And with Allegiance, hopefully, with the rehost still being in play, they might be able to head towards thinking that they'll be able to fix it as best as possible.
That is right. So, speaking of the rehost, just got some word from the admins, and there's been a little all you play blackout, I believe, and that's where we're gonna take a little longer than expected, as every single player, and including me, the spectator, is not able to access the server. So my apologies to you guys and everybody out there as well. We'll be taking a short break, very short break, and we'll be back with the match as we fix whatever seems to be causing this. Hopefully, it's something that we can solve, and we'll get you the match right away. People, don't go anywhere. The match of Allegiance and Valiants will be resuming in just a bit. Just take a short break. Meanwhile, you guys can enjoy these amazing highlights. Alright, what's up everybody and welcome back to the WD BLACK the Esports Club Pro League or Rainbow Six Siege, supported by Ubisoft, powered by ACT Fibernet and AFK Gaming. I'm your host Foxtrot and joining me is Baba Gusta, and we happen to be bearers of sad news. I'm sure most of you have speculated on that already. The news happens to be, since not only us, everybody is facing some server issues with the game. The matches will be moved offline until we have this server stable. So it is. I was very excited to see how this match is going to go on Coastline, and the next match coming up was so spicy as well. Hopefully, we'll be coming back with another stream just after this, just as we get information on the status of the servers. But that is it from us for this stream. Sadly, we definitely will make it up. We've got Division 3 finales coming up as well. I'm sure you guys were expecting a whole lot more from the Division 2 finale, and so were we. Don't worry. Still, there is a good possibility we'll be coming up with a stream tonight. That's right. Don't want to let the Division 2 finale go off stream, and we'll bring you that siege action right away. That being said, that'll be it from me and Baba Gusta, and we'll be seeing you guys just a little later, and hopefully not tomorrow. Take care and stay tuned.